This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 511. Best 5 tips for coping with a breakup, and How Darlene Got Over Her Ex, both by Dr. Diana Kirshner of lovein90days.com. Happy Monday to ya! I'm your host, Joss Marie, and I'm here every weekday to help you optimize your relationships. And just in case you're new here, we bring you some of the best relationship content online, and then I narrate it to you with author permission. And to start off this week, we have 2 posts on how to cope with the pain of a breakup. So let's dive right into Dr. Diana's posts and start optimizing your life. Best 5 tips for coping with a breakup by Dr. Diana Kirshner of lovein90days.com. Coping with a breakup. Coping with a breakup is a true challenge, especially if you try to do it alone. Divorce or separation after a long relationship is the number 2 top life stressor, following right behind being widowed. A severe loss can plunge you into depression and health problems. So do not let yourself go for several months without taking steps to recover. A UCLA study showed that being rejected activates one of the same areas of the brain as physical pain. The more ignored the people felt, the more activity they had in the anterior cingulate, which also registers physical distress. In other words, your pain is physiological. But research has also shown that there are proven ways for coping with a breakup so that you can recover from loss more quickly. Now, here are 5 tips for coping with a breakup that have helped many people turn this painful time into a whole new rebirth for themselves. Coping with a breakup, tip number 1, spend time with close friends. The same UCLA researchers found that spending time with close friends can offset the pain by causing the brain to release natural opioids, which are like the painkillers found in opium. Coping with a breakup, tip number 2, use anger as fuel to better yourself. If you are feeling angry, channel it into kickboxing, lifting weights, or cardio. Exercise lifts your mood and use your body. You will de-stress, find more peace, and sleep better. Give yourself a makeover. Initially thinking about how sorry your ex will be when he or she sees how fantastic you have become can be fuel for your rebirth. Make yourself more attractive and better inside and out. Coping with a breakup, tip number 3, have a new you party. Invite your friends to come over for a new you party where they help give you a makeover. Let them go through your clothes and accessories, getting rid of unflattering stuff and putting together some hot looks for the new you. Ask them for referrals to great hair salons or clothing shops. Find a look that makes you feel great. You can also have a big reveal party for yourself. Coping with a breakup, tip number 4, get out there and date off and online. Start as soon as possible, even if you don't feel like it. The sooner you do, the sooner you'll move on. At this moment, your chances of meeting the love of your life could be better than ever. The average marriage now lasts under 7 years, and this means new singles are coming on the scene all the time. Around 16 million people are now using online dating. You don't need to worry about getting into a rebound relationship. New research shows that people marrying on the rebound are no more likely to fail than those who wait. Not to worry if you are older. The American Association of Retired Persons found in a recent survey that 70% of single baby boomers are actively dating. And coping with a breakup, tip number 5, meditation and relaxation. Johns Hopkins researchers recommend practicing relaxation techniques to get rid of heartache. These include meditation, deep breathing, or journaling out your feelings. Practice any or all of these techniques and you will bounce back from loss more rapidly. And make sure you create a daily practice where you commune with a power greater than yourself. How Darlene Got Over Her Ex by Dr. Diana Kirshner of lovein90days.com. I couldn't resist sharing how one of our love mentoring clients, Darlene, got over her ex, a very cruel, self-centered, and stingy ex named Jim, a man who used her and then moved on. Darlene's love mentor suggested one simple exercise that finally helped her so that she got over her ex. Darlene's coach uses an empty chair technique. She told Darlene to sit opposite an empty chair and have an imaginary conversation with Jim. Here's what Darlene said, quote, "You are so classically narcissistic. You only think of yourself. First, you sucked me in with all of this generosity. But once you had me, you only took. And you were the one who abandoned the relationship, even though I bent over backward for you, you jerk. Withdrawing slowly from me to the point where there was nothing left. You stonewalling jerk. Even though you were the one withdrawing, you provoked me into ending it by actually going on Match. How humiliating." End quote. At this point, Darlene took a pillow and hit the chair that the imaginary Jim was sitting in. Then she continued, quote, "And now I hear you are happy. It makes me so upset. You never deserved me, and I hope in your next relationships you'll get exactly what you dealt out. A lot of BS and a charming voice. You wasted my time and my life these past 2 years. I fell for it. I didn't self-protect. I was too anxious to be in a relationship, and I ignored the signs. I wanted someone else to do the hard work for me." End quote. Darlene has a breakthrough. Finally, Darlene had her aha moment, a moment in which she got over her ex. Quote, "Well, Jim, I have learned that I have to do it. I will watch out for myself. I will speak up for myself." End quote. Airing these pent-up issues and feelings helped Darlene, and she got over her ex. Later that year, she moved forward into a relationship with a terrific guy she met at church. Bottom line, if you want to get over your ex for good and for all, allow yourself to be with and process your own thoughts and feelings, no matter how painful they are. Surrender them to the universe or higher power and ask to have them removed. They're not doing you any good, but feel them fully. So try the empty chair yourself. You can get over a painful relationship and move on. You just listened to the post titled, "Best 5 Tips for Coping with a Breakup" and "How Darlene Got Over Her Ex," both by Dr. Diana Kirshner of lovein90days.com. Thanks a ton to Dr. Diana for the tips and also for sharing Darlene's reflection and getting over her own breakup. I know some people who I think could use the empty chair technique, and I look forward to telling them about it. But with that, let's go ahead and wrap around up. Thanks so much for coming by, and I'll see you again tomorrow with a post from selflovejunkie.com, where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this podcast, but also Optimal Living Daily, the show where I read to you from even more blogs covering finance, productivity, minimalism, personal development, and more from incredible bloggers like Derek Sivers, Zen Habits, Mark and Angel, The Minimalists, and all the ones you hear on this show too. So if you enjoyed today's episode and like taking amazing blogs on the go, come on over to Optimal Living Daily and subscribe to that one too. And together, we'll start optimizing your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.